Meanwhile, in preparation for FestPac, DOE might have to release students earlier than the planned last day of school on May 20th because they need more time to prepare the 8 schools that will be housing the thousands of delegates that will be arriving around the same time. PNC's Rizzo Romanes has more in this report.
There are only 74 days left until the largest cultural event of the region, the Festival of the Pacific Arts. But before the opening ceremonies, delegates will be arriving a few days earlier. But will they have the housing ready at the Guam Department of Education schools?
My commitment is that we'll be ready.
DOE Superintendent John Fernandez says the 8 schools that were selected to house the thousands of delegates flying in for the event will be ready in time. However, with how things are looking like in the logistics side, he might need to ask the Guam Education Board to release students a little earlier than the planned last day of school on May 20th.
And working with the initial information we had, we believe that closing on May 20th, the last day being May 20th, that will give us sufficient time to turn over the facility. I think that after looking at the number of delegates who are coming in, the number of schools that are needed, and all the work that's going to have to be put into that transition, we're going to need a few more days. I haven't decided exactly what that number of days will be.
So when exactly are the delegates going to arrive?
Well, that information is coming to the planning committee. When they communicate that to me, I like to err on the side of caution to be able to prepare for the earliest scenario so that we can go from there.
Another concern is the amount of manpower DOE can provide.
Right now we're looking at the staffing components needed to transition the schools into housing facilities and to operate those schools during the interim while the FestPac is going on, and then looking at the cleanup.
Fernandez says over the next couple of months, DOE will be working closely with the department's calendar committee, the board, FestPac's planning committee, and the school administrators.
From now until then, we're going to be working very hard to make sure that we address our school calendar, the needs of our students, and then once they are released, to be able to have those facilities up and running and ready to receive the delegates from the other countries.
Rosal Romanes, PNC News.